Hello yogis, welcome to Eryn's Yoga. My name is Eryn and I am here to offer you a short practice for helping to dissolve the stress and tension that we all build up in our neck and shoulders in the course of the day. Just doing all of the things that you know that we do, which is rounding forward when driving, dropping forward when texting. Even now with everybody spending more time with kids who are at home a little bit more often than they normally would be, you've got that bending forward to maybe help the kids with schoolwork or whatever the case is. So that's what we are working on today, dissolving some of that tension. Here in Sukhasana, I'll just have you sit in a cross-legged position. You can bring the hands to rest on the knees and close the eyes. Widen across the collarbones. Just visualize the front of the shoulders drawing back and softening down. Allow the elbows to bend slightly and move in the direction of the rib cage. Visualize your shoulder blades drawing down towards your low back. And although the eyes are closed, bring your gaze towards the horizon. Visualize the center of the back of the skull. Imagine a string attached there and just gently draw back from the center of the back of the skull without lifting the chin up. Soften the gaze by relaxing all of the tiny muscles around the eyes. Smoothen out the skin on the forehead. Give yourself a moment just to center and to breathe. One of the most common things that I've seen in students is for the shoulders to rise up towards the ears in accordance with the breath. So we're inhaling and the shoulders lift up, but instead you want to keep the shoulders drawing down and soft. This helps to keep the jaw soft and to prevent headaches if you happen to suffer from headaches. So before we start to move into that stretching, let's try a little bit of deep belly breathing, focused breathing that pulls the breath downwards into the lower belly. Not to say that the chest doesn't move at all, but that it's the third or the last component of the breath that you want to focus on. So if you can close the eyes again, which helps to bring that inward gaze, and use the mind's eye to start to visualize your posture sitting tall. That sense of string drawing back from the center of the back of the skull. Then consciously inhale and pull the breath down towards the lower belly without any movement of the chest or shoulders. Inhale, draw the breath downwards into the lower belly, but keep the chest and shoulders soft and still. Breathing in. Exhale. Part 2 of the breath. Inhale, lower belly, side ribs. Chest and shoulders still remain still. And the third of your 3-part breath. Inhale, lower belly. Rib cage expands outwards to the sides. And now at the very top of your inhale, draw the breath towards the collarbones. Take that extra little sip of air. And exhale without slouching. Soften. Shoulder blades down the back. Rib cage softening inwards. Navel to the spine. And we'll take 2 more breaths like that. Breathing in low belly, side ribs, collarbones last. Exhale. Maintain a tall posture even as you breathe out. You can allow the breath to find a more natural rhythm. Then open the eyes and we'll uncross and recross the legs. Keep things balanced. And extend the arms forward. Interlace your fingers, reach the knuckles of the hands forward, drop the chin towards the chest. Visualize the space between your shoulder blades here. Press that space back towards the wall behind you. Draw the gaze forward, rotate the palms forward, and press the skin of the hands strongly forward. So you're bringing a stretch in through the fingers also. Let's work on a little bit of seated cat-cow, emphasizing that space between the shoulder blades. So take an inhale and reach the arms up. A key to emphasizing the shoulders is keeping your front ribs soft. So if you don't do that, if the ribs flare forward, then you're overemphasizing the arch in the lower back, which is already flexible, and completely bypassing the shoulders, which is where we want to be. So as you inhale, lift as though you're doing a cat-cow variation. Draw the arms back. Visualize the space between your shoulder blades lifting upwards towards the ceiling. You're creating a sense of a valley between the shoulder blades. Then exhale, reach the knuckles of the hands forward, soften the chin to the chest, and now there is a hill between the shoulder blades. Take the gaze forward, rotate palms forward, inhale the arms up overhead, a valley arch, lift the gaze, lift your heart center. Then exhale and round, reach the knuckles of the hands forward, chin to the chest, a hill between the shoulder blades. And one more time, gaze forward, palms forward, inhale, arching, and exhale, flip the hands over, chin to the chest. Take your gaze forward, drop the right hand to the floor. With an inhale, stretch your left arm up. You can push into the lower hand to fan open the left rib cage. Stretch the intercostal muscles between the ribs. And bring your gaze down to the floor. Slowly start to lower the left arm down. Press through the heel of the hand as you do. And when you feel a stretch in through the wrist or forearm or maybe the front of the shoulder, pause and send some prana, send some fresh oxygen into that area. Slide the arm all the way in behind your back so the forearm moves towards your lower back. Draw the left elbow back, soften it down, pulling the left shoulder down away from the ear so you can create as much space as possible between the shoulder and the ear, stretching out through the side of the neck. Push into your lower hand to rise up. For a spinal twist facing left, the right hand comes to the left knee. If you soften the right elbow, tuck it in towards the rib cage, it's easier to drop that shoulder down away from the ear. Send the left elbow down towards the floor. Lift from the crown of the head. Take your gaze towards the horizon. And breathe. Draw the breath downwards into the lower belly, side ribs, collarbones broaden at the top. Unwind back through center. Extend the arms forward, interlace your fingers, tuck the chin into the chest, create a hill between the shoulder blades. And rotate the palms forward. Inhale the arms up, gently arching the back, a valley. Come forward, flip the hands over, chin to chest, hill. And back to center, stretch the arms up. And drop the left hand down this time. Stretch out through the right fingertips. Fan open the right rib cage. Look down to the floor. Slowly start to lower the right arm down. Press through the heel of the hand as you do, and when you find a stretch, wrist, forearm, maybe shoulder, pause there. And send the right arm all the way in behind your back, forearm to the low back. Draw the elbow back, actively draw the right elbow down towards the floor. Create as much space between that ear and the shoulder as you can. Breathe into the side of the neck. And push into your lower hand, rise up, a spinal twist to your right. Take the gaze towards the horizon. Soften the left elbow in towards the rib cage. Sit tall as you breathe in. And twist as you exhale. Unwind back to center. Interlace your hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reach the knuckles of the hands towards the floor. Press into the hands, lift your heart center towards the sky. So you can soften the elbows, shift the weight back into the hands, push into the hands, lift your chest towards the ceiling. And back up to neutral. One last inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Close the eyes, exhale, hands down through the heart center. Pause for a second. Lift the heart center towards the thumbs. Soften the shoulder blades down the back. Carry your newfound posture, stress-reduced neck and shoulders with you throughout the rest of the day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.